Hello friends, I am Madhus Krishna of Nainamaradi. Today, on this occasion of Martyrs Day, I am going to say more facts about why and how the Gandhi was assassinated and the importance of this Martyrs Day. 30th January is observed as Martyrs Day as it marks the death anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi. He was the chief architect of the non-violent freedom struggle which inspired numerous others around the world. Mahatma Gandhi started the famous non-cooperation, Quit India and numerous other movements which were supported by millions of Indians. The only intention behind these movements was to free India from the British rule without any bloodshed. Mahatma Gandhi was assassinated by Nathuram Godse on 30th January 1948 in New Delhi. After his death, thousands started flooding the lanes of the national capital to catch a glimpse of their leader for the one last day. Every year on Martyrs Day, the Prime Minister, President, Vice President, Defense Minister and the three service chiefs pay their tribute to the father of the nation by showering his samadhi at Rajghat with flowers. After the tribute from the armed forces, a 2-minute silence is observed throughout the country exactly at 11 am in memory of the Mahatma and other prominent freedom fighters who sacrificed their lives for the country. Mahatma Gandhi was assassinated on 30th January 1948 in the compound of Birla House, now Gandhi Smriti, a large mansion in New Delhi. His assassin was Nathuram Godse, an advocate of Hindu nationalism, a member of the political party of the Hindu Mahasabha, and a member of the Hindu nationalist volunteer organization Rashtriya Swayam Sevak Sangh (RSS). Godse considered Gandhi to have been too accommodating to Muslims during the partition of India of the previous year. Sometime after 5 pm, according to witnesses, Gandhi had reached the top of the steps leading to the raised lawn behind Birla House where he had been conducting multi-faith prayer meetings every evening. As Gandhi began to walk towards the dais, Godse stepped out from the crowd, flanking Gandhi's path, and fired 3 bullets into Gandhi's chest and abdomen at the point-blank range. Gandhi fell to the ground. He was carried back to his room in Birla House, from which a representative emerged sometime later to announce his death. Godse was captured by members of the crowd and handed over to the police. The Gandhi murder trial opened in May 1948 with Delhi's historic Red Fort, with Godse the main defendant and his collaborator Narayan Apte and 6 others as the co-defendants. Godse and Apte were sentenced to death on 8 November 1949. They were hanged in the Ambala jail on 15 November 1949. Martyrs Day is also observed on 23rd March every year, as on this day Bhagat Singh, Shivaram Rajguru and Sukhdev Thapar sacrificed their lives for India's independence. Our country attained independence due to the struggle and supreme sacrifice of numerous leaders who had no other dream but Purna Swaraj. Their contribution in shaping the nation will always be remembered and valued. 23rd March is celebrated as the Martyrs Day to remember the sacrifice of 3 extraordinary freedom fighters of India. On 23rd March, 3 heroes of our nation were hanged to death, namely Bhagat Singh, Shivaram Rajguru and Sukhdev Thapar by the British. No doubt, they have also sacrificed their lives for the welfare of our nation, whether they have chosen a different path from Mahatma Gandhi. They are the source of inspiration for the youth of India. At such a young age, they came forward and for the independence they fought with bravery. So, to pay homage to these 3 revolutionaries, Martyrs Day is also celebrated on 23rd March. Bhagat Singh was born on 28 September 1907 in the Lalpur, Punjab. Bhagat Singh, together with his companions Rajguru Sukhdev, Azad, and Gopal, fought for the assassination of Lala Rajpat Rai. Bhagat Singh became an inspiration for youngsters due to his daring adventures. He, with his companions, on 8th April 1929, threw bombs over the Central Legislative Assembly by reading the slogan Ingulab Zindabad, and for this, a murder case was charged against them. On 23rd March 1931, in the Lahore jail, they were hanged. Their body was cremated at the banks of the Satluj River. Let us tell you that a big Shaheedi Mela or Martyrdom Fair is held in the birthplace at the National Martyrs Memorial in the Husainwala or Indo-Pak border. Mahatma Gandhi was born on 2nd October 1869 in Porbandar, Gujarat, India, and his full name was Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. He was married at the age of 13 and went to England for his studies. Gandhiji returned to India from South Africa in January 1915 at the request of the Gopalakrishna Gokhale. He was a prominent political and spiritual leader of the Indian independent movement. He also received international fame for his non-violent protest theory to achieve political and social progress. Mahatma Gandhi is not only a name but a symbol of peace and non-violence in the world. No doubt he became popular as the father of the nation by his followers and is also known as Bapuji. Thousands of people, leaders, had supported his works, thoughts, and walked in his footsteps. Mahatma Gandhi's role in the Kheda Champaran led the British to accept the demands. He started the non-cooperation movement in 1920 and the famous Dandi March in the 1930. Several agitations are also led by the Gandhiji with significant efforts. Therefore, India received independence in 1947.